It's all come down to this, and two awesome robots are now preparing for the fight of their lives.
Well, this is really gearing up to be one of the most explosive finals ever in Robot Wars history. This is the 7th Wars final. We have got the destruction of Typhoon ready to go and the power of Storm on this side. I'm going to go to you boys first. Now, this is your first time at Robot Wars.
It is.
And here we are in the final. Amazing.
We didn't even think we'd make it past Heat 1.
Well, you're in the grand final now.
Yeah.
The last battle you were in, you tore X-Terminator to pieces.
We did.
How much power were you actually running at there?
We were nearly at full, around about 90%.
Sir?
Yes.
How are you feeling?
Well, I'm very, very pleased to be in the final of Robot Wars, and it really is a testament to the engineers that have been helping the cadets to get this far and interest them in engineering.
It is an amazingly powerful machine. I mean, do you think you're going to be able to take Storm 2 on, or they're a very powerful machine themselves?
Well, as before, if they get to us before we can spin up and stop us spinning, we're in deep trouble. But if we do manage to spin up, then you've seen the destruction that machine can wreak.
Good luck, lads. Ed. You saw that last fight, did you?
Against X-Terminator?
Yes.
Yes, I did.
What did you think?
I think they did very well. I was very impressed. But X-Terminator is a weakly built robot. Aluminium chassis, very, very thin scoop. Scoop's only made out of 2 mil thick titanium. I don't know how they're going to fare against us. I've never hit anything as hard as this. So I'm quite confident. I think we've got the speed to catch up with them. Gary was saying that his tactic is to run away basically and spin up to speed. So they'll be tactically running away from us. We'll be tactically chasing after them. And once we get near them, once we get that disc stopped, I think it's going to be curtains for them. We can flip them over, we can put them where we want. To be honest, I'm not particularly bothered about them.
Storm 2.
Very strong, very quick, very impressive. Merrill Kolach, Tim Bentz, Ed Hoppett.
Typhoon 2.
Rotating cone with the claw hammers on the side. The machine of Corporal Gary Cairns, Sergeant Graham Horn, Flying Officer Peter Bennett, their teammates.
Roboteers, stand by.
The frenzy building. Jane's got caught up with it. She's right by the side of the arena. Matilda's in the arena, in the war zone, for the house robots. And completing our gruesome twosome is Killalog.
2, 1, activate.
This for the UK title, champions of the 7th Wars. Typhoon 2 allowed to get up to spinning speed and bouncing away, deflected away off Storm 2's front scoop, or maybe the side skirt. Now that's interesting, certainly withstanding the first bash from Typhoon 2. Only a deflecting blow, nothing more. They look pensive. This is going to be the hardest battle they've faced, the boys from the Edinburgh Air Cadets. Storm 2 giving chase. Surely they can't expect to get in underneath Typhoon 2's ground clearance. It's half a centimetre, but they're moving too quickly, I would have thought. Again, deflecting away. Piggybacking up on top of Storm 2, and Storm 2 lifting Typhoon 2. Very close to the arena wall.
If it goes over, that's it.
They're right in front of Jane over there. If it does go over, it's all over. But Typhoon lives to fight another moment or two. This is close stuff. Now, they're vulnerable when they're not up to full gyroscopic speed. And at the moment, it's like pinball out there. And again, Storm 2 giving chase, and Typhoon 2 is really up against it. Storm 2, with the pushing power of a tornado and the clever use of the flipper of a firestorm, is really on top here now. Typhoon, slams another great chunk out of the arena.
Smash the arena.
Seats is called. They smashed the arena. Second time this has happened in the grand final. Jane.
It's done it again. Smash the the arena. Once again, that is one powerfully destructive machine out there. Derek, they've done it again to your beautiful arena.
They keep breaking my stage. They're terrible, aren't they?
Derek's very upset about this.
We'll mend it and we'll go again. No problem.
Judges, what do we think so far?
Well, it's very even so far, isn't it? It's a real shame they've destroyed that sheet out there, but I don't think it's a huge problem.
Perhaps Storm at the present moment there was slightly ahead, but it can go either way. We've got to see the damage, as Noel rightly says.
It could go either way. It is just an amazingly explosive battle. As you can see, the arena's now in bits, but they're going to restart it very soon.
What do you think, guys? Should Typhoon 2 and Storm 2, should they keep on fighting? The audience want them to keep on fighting while they're deciding whether they're going to go back into the war zone. We're going to have to take a quick break. Come straight back here. This is a wicked grand final.
Welcome back. We have our third place robot, Tornado, clinching the playoff. But the grand final between Typhoon and Storm was halted at that point.
Welcome back. Now, before the break, there was some major controversy here on Robot Wars during the grand final between Typhoon 2 and Storm 2. We had to stop it. Well, the arena has now been repaired. But what about the robots?
Well, Craig, I can tell you, the two grand finalists are back in the war zone. Typhoon 2 and Storm 2. And the judges once again allowing the Typhoon 2 team to spin up the speed they were at before the cease was called.
3, 2, 1.
Storm 2 on top before the cease, according to the judges. And again, pursuing Typhoon 2. Typhoon 2 take off, bounces down again. Matilda very close. Storm 2 pushing them into that CPZ and trying to lever them out of the arena. Storm 2 notching up points by the second here. And by my crude reckoning, ahead in this grand final. And the Edinburgh Air Cadets team look mighty, mighty worried. I think the way they reached this grand final would have had them as favourites. Oh! And just then, angling away off the pit, off a little chink maybe on the arena floor, but they're very close to the pit this side. The pit has opened. Typhoon 2, was that a turning point in the finals? They just moved away at a curious angle from the pit. Storm 2's chase has slowed. Very curiously, I think that was a turning point, as they literally turned right. And Typhoon 2 under pressure again from Storm 2. But is it just me, or is there as much menace about the Storm 2 push now? Perhaps there is. They got Typhoon 2 into the CPZ, and in comes Matilda. And certainly the grand final favourites are up against it here. Storm 2 closing again. Typhoon 2 can't get up to spinning speed. Very, very level still though, and only seconds remain. Storm 2 away. Oh, what's happened to Storm 2? They've taken some damage on the front. Where on earth did that happen? That is major damage. Major damage to Storm 2. As the grand final turned again. What a twister this was. The judges will have to decide it. Look at the damage later on. I just wonder whether that will be decisive after all their hard work. Well, they are our three wise men. No question, Storm 2 the more aggressive. Early on, levering Typhoon to spinning submission. They couldn't spin. Typhoon came back strongly, I felt. Again pursued by Storm 2, a little hop and a jump. But they were spinning and causing damage at that moment. Levered up. I think it turned there as they bounced away, dodged the pit. Storm 2 went in, and somewhere here sustained major damage. That could be crucial.
Because damage is the important criterion in the scoring, it's important we're very clear about the damage that's done to each robot.
Okay,
the aggression is obvious, the control's obvious, the style's obvious, but the damage from where we're sitting is not obvious.
No significant bodywork damage, is there?
Which way is it gonna go?
It's nerve-wracking up here. The judges are still making their decision. One of the most controversial and incident-filled finals we've ever had on Robot Wars. I'm going to ask the audience, if you think that Typhoon 2-1, make some noise! If you think that Storm 2-1, make some noise! Well, if it was down to the audience, I think you guys swung it. But as you know, it's down to the judges. The judges said that style was won by Typhoon 2. They said that control was won by Storm 2. They said that aggression was also won by Storm 2. They've said that damage, there's a bit of your robot back, was won by Typhoon 2. Now, because of the way the scoring is awarded for those categories, damage carries more weight. They've gone for Typhoon! Controversy in the war zone. The audience are not happy with the decision. The judges aren't happy with the decision. But it was unanimous because of the way it's loaded in the scoring. How do you feel about that?
Bit gutted.
The judges did inspect the damage personally, and to be fair, Typhoon looks like a brand new robot.
To lose one body panel against Typhoon, where other people were coming out in a bin bag, is pretty good going.
You must be very proud that it's still in one piece.
Yeah.
You won the New Blood Championship, and you've just gone out in the grand final. You came second. I mean, what a robot. Any improvements for next year?
Yeah, I'm going to learn to weld.
You're going to learn to weld. Ladies and gentlemen, please, what a robot. Go ballistic for Storm 2! Controversy's never very far away in Robot Wars, as you know.
True.
But the judging system does say that damage is worth more, and you do look like a brand new robot. Okay. Can you believe you swung it?
No. I did actually think that they would get it.
So, you're the grand champion?
We are.
I can't believe you did it.
Neither can I.
You're an unseeded robot.
We were.
You've done some damage to some robots, done some carnage. What's your abiding memory? What was your favourite fight throughout the wars?
Probably the first one where we properly spun up against Hammerhead 2.
So, hey, I'm chuffed for you. You've been a great team. It is controversial, but hey, so what? You're the champion. You're going home with the medals. Can we hear it for the new grand champion in the 7th Wars? This is Typhoon 2! And to present the award, can we please bring on the stupendously beautiful Miss Jane Middlemiss?
Congratulations.
Cheers. Show the audience, show the champions! There's a new terror in the war zone.
Secure the applause.
We've got a brand new champion on Robot Wars. Bye-bye.
Next time on Robot Wars, The Annihilator. It's our version of Metal Maniacal musical chairs. We start with 6, miss a beat, miss a trick, and your history. Last spot standing wins.
Yeah, more Robot Mania next Saturday at 2 o'clock on 5. Next up, it's Classic Cinema. Ava Gardner stars in Buwani Junction.
Building robots is dangerous. If you want to build your own robot, you must first join the Robot Wars Club. Send a cheque or post order for £14.95 to the address below, or for more information, visit our website.